This story is Be Brave, Little Penguin. And we're going to focus on trying to match the characters' voices as we read and match the mood of the story. So already kind of previewing the book, it says Be Brave, Little Penguin. And you can see this little penguin standing here looking down at the water. So I'm thinking he needs to be brave about something to do with this situation. So when someone needs to be brave for something, maybe it's because they're nervous to do it or unsure. So I might need to get my voice ready to do that voice for this little penguin. Be brave, little penguin. Here he is sitting in his house. In the cold Arctic sunshine, where the icy ocean ends, lived a family of penguins with all their penguin friends. There were fat ones, there were thin ones, there were penguins short and tall. But the little penguin Pip-Pip was the smallest one of all. There he is, little Pip-Pip. And while the other penguins were out swimming wild and free, little Pip-Pip played alone, too frightened of the sea. So I see the picture, everybody's having fun, except little Pip-Pip, who's crying all by himself. And if I wasn't sure how to read that part, when I go back to reread it, I would know that the first part of the sentence could sound exciting and the second part more sad. And while the other penguins were out swimming wild and free, little Pip-Pip played alone, too frightened of the sea. So I could sound a little more sad there. Names like Scaredy Pip-Pip echoed in his ears. He was sad and he was lonely, but he couldn't show his tears. There he is. "What's the matter, Pip-Pip?" said his daddy one fine day. "You can't be scared of water. What a silly thing to say." So his dad is not understanding. He's like, that's silly, especially when it looks like this is part of what penguins do. So he's not understanding why. And sometimes that's the thing about when people are afraid of something you don't understand, or people are feeling a certain way that you don't understand. It's a good idea to take some time to get to know why they're feeling that way. "Be gentle," said his mommy, taking Pip-Pip by the hand. So notice my voice is also trying to sound gentle, and the mom is trying to be reassuring. And so I'm going to kind of have a nice, gentle voice and try to get my child, the penguin, to feel okay about the situation. "Be gentle," said his mommy, taking Pip-Pip by the hand. "We all have certain fears that might be hard to understand. Come on, little Pip-Pip. Dip your toes in here just so. The water's calm and still now. You can do it, nice and slow." And notice I tried to say, you can do it, in an encouraging voice. Encouraging means that you want someone to feel like they can do something, or you are trying to help them be able to do it. So now here's little Pip-Pip, splashing all around up there, and here's a picture of him in the water. So he says, "But what if the water's freezing, Mommy? What if I get in and it's just too dark and deep for me? And what if I can't swim? And what if there are monsters who smell me from their den and they slither up and eat me and I'm never seen again?" So you can hear almost like a worried child's voice in your mind, and you're going to match that mood of feeling scared. I understand, little one, said his mommy with a kiss. But Pip-Pip, what if now you try to think of it like this? What if in that water there are friends for you to meet? And what if it is light and warm and full of treats to eat? So she's trying to get him to imagine something else in his mind to help him. Like, yes, maybe that could happen what you're worried about, but what if that's not what's going to happen at all? Take my hand, my little one. Don't worry, I'm right here. Please trust me, little Pip-Pip. Be brave and never fear. Slowly, Pip-Pip made his way toward the water's edge. So now my voice, I can sense that there's this tension. Something's about to happen. So I want my voice to get ready to match that mood. Slowly, Pip-Pip made his way toward the water's edge. He stared down at the ocean from the slippery, icy ledge. Then he looked back at his mommy, and his small heart thumped. He closed his eyes, he held his breath, and little Pip-Pip jumped. Splash! I can't believe I'm doing this. For a while, his mommy waited. Then she cried out. There's a dialogue tag there. Cried out, "Something's wrong! Pip-Pip, please, where are you? You've been under way too long." So she leaped into the ocean, diving deep into the blue. Then suddenly, from nowhere, came a little voice she knew. And I can see happy expressions. So I'm not going to use a scared voice anymore. "Mommy, Mommy, over here. Hey, Mommy, look at me. I'm swimming, Mommy, swimming. Look, I'm swimming. Can you see?" She turned and spinning circles through the water bright and clean, swam Pip-Pip with the biggest smile the world has ever seen. Also notice that I tried to have his voice be kind of fast. You notice that when especially children are excited about something, they would be saying it fast. He wouldn't be saying slowly, "I'm swimming. Mommy, swimming. Look, I'm swimming." It's always fast, like, "Mommy, Mommy, 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 Mommy. Look at me, look at me." And as she watched her little one right there before her eyes, he burst up through the surface and he soared into the skies. "Woohoo!" cried little Pip-Pip. Now this says cried, so it's a different kind of cried. There's like a worried, like cried out, and there's this kind of crying out with joy. "Woohoo!" cried little Pip-Pip. "Look, Mommy, I can fly. It's really not that tricky. You should try it, Mommy. Try." "Oh, Pip-Pip," laughed his mommy. Dialogue tag there. "Oh, Pip-Pip," laughed his mommy as she watched him with a grin. "I don't know about flying, but oh my, you've learned to swim." And I just keep thinking about what emotions would the characters be having right now. It hasn't said the word yet, but the emotion that they both are probably feeling is the emotion of feeling proud, feel pride. Then his friends all gathered round as Pip-Pip landed with a bump and said, "Sometimes all you have to do is just be brave and jump." Thank you. Thank you. You know the rules. Clap. Oh, you guys. Oh, you liked it? Good. So we've been practicing reading books with the character's voice in mind and also matching the mood of the story. And this mood of the story had some ups and downs where Pip Pip was sad. He also was really nervous thinking about what could go wrong. And the mom had some different emotions too. She went from trying to be reassuring and calm to when Pip Pip finally jumped in the water and was under too long, then she was the one who became worried. And finally, at the end, the mood changed for both of them, where they both were excited and proud. So my voice would match that mood of the story of what's going on. So as you continue to read your own books, I hope to hear you doing the same thing. Um, and whether that's happy emotions, sad emotions, nervous, embarrassed. I can't believe that just happened to me. Um, Teachers want to hear you practicing that skill, and it will help you understand the story better. So thank you for listening to Be Brave Little Penguin. This was one of my girls' favorite read aloud books that we would read every night. And today I chose to read it with a dramatic voice to match the mood. And another time you might decide to read this with a little bit of rhythm and just kind of keep the story going. So you decide how to read depending on the purpose of you reading. All right, everyone, happy reading.